Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, well, I'm doing things a little out of order from what I normally do, and you'll see why here in just a second. I came home the other night, and there were some conditions, I'll explain it, to why I needed to shoot right then. So I'm doing things out of order, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of go into this thing and let it run from there. But I've got to do a little order of business before I go over to what I did the other night. And I have to explain to you that my photo history knowledge is not on point always. I make a comment about how a photograph that I'm kind of emulating is from Edward Weston, and it's actually an Ansel Adams. So before you say, hey, he's wrong on that, I'm admitting I got that wrong. Normally I kind of plan things out and write it all out. This video, however, I have been thinking about it for a while, but I came home, and I'll explain here in a second why I'm doing this a little sporadically, and then I'll tie it all together. But I've got to get moving on the photo shoot part of this tonight, and I want to show it. So here's the deal. I have got a client here in town. It's a restaurant called the Tulip Tree, and I have shot their menu a couple, 2 or 3 different times. I shoot food for them. It's a really great little job, and I love working with these guys. But there at the restaurant, they also display a bunch of artwork, and they've done artwork in the square downtown, and they promote local artists and do different things, and they've got this whole gallery area. So when I was there the last time, I noticed in the gallery there's not a lot of photographs, mostly paintings, pottery, sculptures, that kind of thing. Really nice work, but not a lot of photography. And over the years, I've never really done a lot of fine art stuff, but I kind of piqued my interest. Maybe I should try. So in order to get in, you've got to submit 3 images, 3 pieces of artwork, and I guess they judge it and whatever. And I've got a lot of work that I could submit, and you know, I'll pull from there. But the name of the restaurant is the Tulip Tree, and I happen to have, as you can see above me, a tulip tree in my backyard. And if you don't know what a tulip tree is, in the spring it has these blooms on it that look a lot like a tulip. So I'm gonna go off of this image right here. This is, I believe it's Edward Weston. I'm gonna double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's who shot this. Very famous photograph. I'm gonna not copy it. I don't want to copy it, but I'm gonna kind of be inspired by it. I'm gonna put my own little lighting twist on it. But I'm gonna take one of these tulip blooms, which the reason I'm scrambling tonight is one fell out of this tree. It's laying on my deck. It looks nice. I'm going to shoot this thing tonight and kind of in this same style and see if we can't come up with something cool for the sake of submitting it to the Tulip Tree restaurant for their art gallery. As you can see, guys, I have already got things set up in here trying to get ready before I brought that into the house. There's the camera. I've got softbox up here on top. I've got my second light that's a stop more powerful than my softbox. I've got a grid in there, and I've got the barn doors. And then, if you guys have watched this channel at all, you've seen me do the glass trick so that this light is shining through the glasses and creating some interesting light. And then I've just got some a diffusion and a snoot here that was kind of being my dummy. Let me show you where I'm at. That's the shot I took so far. So let's get the actual flower in there and start tweaking. This might be kind of quick because I'm not sure how long that's going to look good. So after that first version, I've been kind of waiting for things to fall out of the trees because unfortunately, I think I said, I can't reach them to just pluck out the perfect bloom. But as they come out of the trees, and I've found a couple others, I've tried a couple other versions to come up with something else, and I really keep coming back to the first version that I did the other night. And after I put it into Photoshop and played with the burning and dodging and, you know, all the layers and converted it to black and white. I really think I like the first version the best. Now, the application for the tulip tree calls for 3 images in your initial submission. So I've come up with these other 2 that I really like. One is a shot of the bridge down in Charleston, very famous bridge down there, very iconic. Photographed this several years ago. It's got an Ansel Adams feel to it as well. And then the third shot is going to be this shot I did. It's kind of a composite thing that I put together a while back. I actually did a video about it. It's just kind of a weird artsy composite that I did in black and white as well, because I want to stick with that black and white theme, I think, for at least these first 3. I've got a lot of other images that I could use, but these 3 black and white images kind of go together in a odd kind of way, but I think it'll work well. And they are now off, and I'm not exactly sure what the process is, but I'm assuming that somebody will look at them, make some assessments, contact me. If I'm accepted, I'm sure I'll then have to print them and get them all framed and do all that kind of stuff. Now, you might be asking, why am I doing this? Well, to be honest with you, I've not done a lot of fine art selling in my career. I've certainly produced pretty pictures over the years, but I've never really pushed fine artwork as far as, you know, selling it, getting it out there. And I guess maybe it's just a little bit of a challenge to myself to do something new and different and kind of push myself outside of my comfort zone. And to be honest with you, I really think that the people that succeed are the ones that get out and do something. I've been telling students that for years. So I'm just kind of taking my own advice and pushing myself and getting outside my comfort zone and trying something new. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what comes of it. And yeah, if nothing else, we had a lot of fun creating some artwork. If nothing else, I'll just hang it in my house. That'll be cool. So let me know what you thought of the video, guys. If you have any comments about the images, I would love to hear what you think, whether you like them, whether you don't, things I could have done differently. I love hearing from you guys, as always. And if you could give me a thumbs up for the video, I'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week.